Happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome to Glam Media Talkshow. For those who are just watching us for the first time, welcome and thank you for joining. And please come back. Don't just come and watch today and go. And those who have always been here, Riley, Nikki Nash, I see you. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining. Woken Mickey is here too. Thank you so much for always coming. Thank you for supporting us all the time. You guys already know what we do here. Our goal is to support and promote our own. We promote anybody that does anything positive in our community, be it acting, music, you know, anything positive. So our guest for today is somebody that used to work with Glam Media. He's a family member, let me just say. So he's my son. I call him my son. He's my social media son. I met him on social media, and the moment I connected with him, I loved him because he has my spirit. He does everything that he does is in line with what I do. So I'm just going to let him come on here and introduce himself and tell us everything that he does. And what we do here is when we bring somebody up for promotion, we come with evidence, with material, you know, of projects or things that they are working with, so that you guys can see actually what we're talking about. Because if I just come here and tell you that Pancho is talented, you will not believe me until I show you something that Pancho is doing that makes me tell you that he's talented. So what we do is we gather material, you know, if it's an artist, we come with their music. If it's an author, we come with their book. If it's, you know, whatever the person is doing. So like our guest for today, we have a lot of material to show you guys what all the things that he's doing. So thank you all once more for joining. And I see you guys already sending the hearts. He was here before, but we had to start the show again because Pancho joined us late. So let's go ahead and bring him back and welcome him, you know, in our traditional style. So first things first, we need those hearts. And I see that you guys have already started sending them. So send more hearts because this my pikin so be very emotional. You over love hearts. You over love. So una sending hearts. Nikki Nash, thank you so much. Share, guys, share, and send him the heart. So let's bring him back. Okay, Pancho, are you ready? I know say the always you never shouted past me. All right, MC Dibenja, now you're ready. Are you ready now for the real intro? Who say don't go? Either backstage. Okay, hold on, you guys. Hold on, let me check. All right. Let's wait for him to come back online. He was there a few minutes ago, but as soon as for our country, network problems, lights, this, that, all that. Let me say, if it just happen again, Pancho, I just leave this show. It don't come back. So MC Dibenja is our guest for today. Are you guys ready for the handsome chocolate? Hey, I don't know, caramel, honey, and milk. Okay, people. All right, so let's go. In 3, 2, 1. Boom! There you go. Welcome. Oh.
Welcome though. Jesus. Hey.
I know, you know. Now said before that first time I start the show, no, as Pancho no be there, so my spirit be low, but I just be like, you know, it's imagine what I had one because I was still hoping that he could make it, you know. But I see no maker, so I just said, no, it's me and Dibenja against the world today. Let's do this, you know. But I'm glad he made it, and at least now the show feels complete. So welcome, MC Dibenja.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I feel like I'm on the show. I feel like I'm on the show because Pancho is there. I mean, you two on the show. I feel like I'm on the show right? Now I have to feel on the show.
Yeah, because now only that you two, if you go talk now, so start discussing what personal thing and then forget we told. Then I will show.
Now family matter go enter now the team.
Exactly. I know. Welcome, Joy. Thank you for joining. Thank you, guys. Riley, stay all na come today na la padie sur le visage. Pancho, I read that comment now French. Now it's that.
Talk is oh na come today with lampades le visage comme Jenny Gento. So I told us online for Jovi say you put it away nene.
Okay. I said they talk to. I know. Okay, Dibenja.
I don't know why Dibenja no way on that one. I don't say they never get some black ones.
Why did you take it off?
I want me to see my eyes. I'm gonna see my eyes SF now, so
But
I
you
don't
get
want to be a
transparent
smooth criminal.
your glasses, your dark glasses get transparent one day. You
I'm
know
not
get
there.
them.
I'm not there for base. I'm not there for base. So I did a studio since the whole week with the edit. So I don't do base. So now
Okay.
I don't really get, yeah. I don't do
Okay.
base.
Okay.
And
All right. Thank you.
they ever advertise some brand for glasses, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when it comes to that. Yeah, we
at
are
least
coming to
that's actually
that.
my
Don't
brand.
worry. Wear ram, Dibenja wear
Uh,
ram. There you go.
ah, ah, ah. Wala. Sino mo ba
Now it's complete. Now you're complete. Okay.
Yes,
So
that is that. Now they celeb that. Now
now,
eat that
there you
now.
go. There you go. There you go. I know. All right, so let's go ahead and start the show now. With Dibenja don't wear glasses, so let's start. Okay, Dibenja, official welcome to you. Welcome to Glam Media Talk Show. I know that for those who know us, they know that you've worked with us before. You've worked with Glam Media before. So this is like I don't know if you even talk say you're a guest here. You're just a family member
now
that
homecoming, now homecoming,
homecoming exactly.
homecoming.
So he's not a guest like a traditional guest. Dibenja has been part of us ever since we created Glam Media. Even though he's no longer working with Glam Media, but he's still family. So we want to just say welcome to our family member and thank you so much for accepting our invitation to come on the show. So today the goal is to showcase everything that you have been working on, after you left us and the growth and even the stuff that you were working on, before you met us and while you were still with us, there's some that you're still on. So today the goal is to showcase everything that you do and hopefully gain you more followers or a business, anything like a brand or something, brand ambassadorship or whatever. But today I'm going to start off by letting you, Dibenja, give us a brief introduction about yourself, what you do, just briefly, and then we'll talk about everything because I have a list. I have a whole list of things for you of you today. So start by telling us about yourself. Pancho, mom
Okay.
mute.
So my name is Dibenja Ngotto. And popularly known by the name MC Dibenja. I'm a TV presenter, a host, an MC, and a TV producer. So that's what I'm trying to I'm trying to let people understand about me. That's my me basically. There's a lot of things that I do behind the scenes, but those are things that I just do behind the scenes. And what is brought to public is Dibenja the presenter and Dibenja the producer. I am the founder and I'm the founder of the six and creative director of the Six Studios Network. And the Six Studios Network is just as a small content creation startup that we started in 2022, my wife and I. And what we do at the Six Studios Network is we create content for TV, we create documentaries, we create TV commercials. We do media intermediary for other small brands who are trying to get media consultation for brands and products and all of that. So that's who Dibenja is. So Dibenja is the host of Chat Center, is the co-host for Tales and Cocktails, is the host for it's the voice for Diaries, and of course I'm a co-host to Swipe or Spark that's coming up. So I'm the line producer and the co-host. It's a Swipe or Spark is a show that's produced by Checksense Production. The Checksense Production is a company that did What Half Heaven. So they came up with this nice, amazing idea. So brought the idea to me and let's do it. And so I'm the line producer of the show, and of course, and still at the same time, I'm a co-host, hosting with Marvis Ann. So that's who Dibenja is. All my life, it's about content and family. So yeah, when I started here, I was talking about family and all of that because Glamija is my family. Yeah, this is one of the places where I was made. Like when I left Biggie in 2020, there was a lot of uncertainty because going on the show it was all like maybe there's milk and honey after the show, and then when we got there we left, and then there was a lot. There was nothing to be seen after that. And Glam Media picked me from where I was going down. I was in my dying moment, and then brought me back to life. Prior to that, I have been doing a lot of stuff because this is almost like 8 to 9 years of my career. I've had shows on almost all major TV stations in Cameroon, and but after Biggie, there was this hiatus. There was this thing that was going on because I expected, or all of us who went on the show were expecting something different. And when we left the show, there was nothing like that. So I was back to almost to square one, because I had a lot of controversies from the show and all that, and it destroyed my brand, destroyed a lot of things that I tried to build for more than 4 years. So I was back to square one, and then Glam Media picked me from there, and then brought me to work with them, and then we created some magic. I mean, I remember the first time I ever did an article that people like Salatier, Ruchel were reacting to it was on Glam Media. So that brought back my confidence, and then it made me start getting back into what I was doing. And so in 2020, I had this great idea. I had to do this great idea, so I brought up the idea chat center, pitched it to a couple of people, and then I discovered that most people were skeptical about investing in content in Cameroon, because I wouldn't blame them. It's because I always asking, how do you get the money back? It's difficult to invest your money in content and get it back. So when I was at Glam Media, we did a show. We did Dibenja challenge me and a whole season. And but trust me, she's still right there. We didn't make a dime from it. It was just about her spending money to promote people. And so the circle continues until that day where we'll be able to break the circle. So when I pitched the show to chat center to a couple of people, and it was like that. And so my like a people to me, Kwa along here, Auntie Felicia. So he was like, why don't you try to see what you can do on your own? Like, I mean, it's high time you try to do something on your own. Just try. Maybe when you try, you might get somewhere. And so I got up one day, and I said, because I was scared to start something on my name, like starting a production company on my name, because I was like, I'm still in that process of learning. Because we're in a country where once you have a brand on your name, you have something like the Six Studios, people start running away. They be like, you cannot, I don't want to put my money there. It's your thing. It's your thing. It's your thing. It's your thing. It's your name that is there. So I knew that, and I was scared to always get my name on something like that. So, but Core encouraged me. He was like, "You just try and do something." So I created the Six Studios, and I started chat center. Bought the idea to my wife, and then at that time we're just dating. We're not married, and so we had a conversation about it, and so she saw my vision in the whole thing, and it was something that we could both get into it and see how it becomes a success. And then chat center was born, and so here we are, still trying to see how we can make our way around it.
Oh my God, thank you so much for that introduction. I like how you keep saying my wife, my wife, my wife. I'm so proud of you. You are now a
Your son
man. You
is
are no
big.
longer a boy.
Your son
You
is
are
a
now
man
a
now.
man. Any male, um any how they call an agenda, any man picking that can sit in public and say my wife without fear of contradiction, respect them. I respect you, Papa. In fact, I owe you one bottle. I owe you after this whole thing. Only for that we don't talk so. My wife, I owe you, I owe you. So thank you so much for that introduction. So as you guys have heard, he has a production company. He has mentioned several shows that he's been to. So we have all of those here, and we'll talk about them today. So while you were talking, I put up a flyer of your MC services. So I just wanted you to tell us briefly how you became an MC and the type of events that you cover and how people can get to you, just briefly before we go on to the show and everything
I
else that
have,
you do.
I have so this whenever I'm asked this question is something that I have some people who when they see me today doing MC work, they're always shocked because growing up I used to talk, but at one point in my life I went through something that made me get mute. Like I didn't have confidence to stand in front of people and talk. I always felt like I was the extra person in the room. Where when there's something going on, you're always that one person that is always extra. You're trying to do everything possible to get included. To get included in the whole thing that's going on. But you're always out. So it made me sink into my shell and not want to be out there and all that. Even in class, if I know something and the teacher asks, I'll be scared to say it. I will not want to talk because I'm scared to be bullied, to be shy, and all that. So, but it's a journey that started with just a little bit of encouragement from some friends. I have a friend who's in Dubai right now, Echo, and then one time he said to me like, "Guy, I look at you, I see that there's this thing that you can become this person. You can MC if you MC in them, if you be MC for event." And for me, it's something that I had thought about in the past, but it died down because of how I saw society around me. Because when I was in school, when I was in secondary school in Jikwa, And I had these career orientators came to school one time, and then I saw these guys, these ladies and gentlemen from CRTV. They were looking so fine, so nice, and I was saying to myself like, I think I want to be talking in front of people. I'm talking in front of the camera. I'm talking for the public. So, but along the line, it died. So, but that friend of mine helped me and brought it back. So when I was in high school, a couple of friends would, the way I would talk in class, the way we would talk, and all that. So a couple of friends started having confidence in me. They'll call me for birthdays. When they have their birthdays in the house, they'll call me. As a matter of fact, this is something I've never said before. The way I met, because my son, I have a 10-year-old, I have a 9-year-old son who'll be 10 in December. The way I met his mom was when I went one of my first ever birthday gigs 10 years ago. When I went, her sister was my classmate, and so her birthday, I was invited. I was invited to their house to MC her birthday, and that's how I got my son, who's almost 10 in December. So you see how my job got me my boy. Woo! I said that for the first time.
Wow. They said you may go walk, you go in Nakanda. And you are sitting here and saying you are full chest.
I've never said that anywhere. I've never said that.
Anyway, I have to say something about you kept mentioning your wife and all of that. I just want to know, like, are both of you in the same like media space? Is she a journalist? Is she close to that, to what you're
No,
doing?
no, 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 no. My wife has nothing to do with the media, and I'm happy that she doesn't, because I'm a very like I respect her a lot. Like I'll give her a lot of credit to who I've become in the past 1 2 years, because she's really been that person who's let me do my job and be patient with me. And if I was in her place, let's be honest, like I'm a very jealous person. Most of the shows most of the shows I've done in the past 1 year, I've done it with women. For example, I was doing a show, Taste and Cocktails. We're doing it with Flavie. Flavie is a very presentable, beautiful woman. We're doing the show together. Now I'm doing Swipe or Spark with Marvis, and she's very in support of me when I'm doing these gigs, and she knows that this is my job. But she has nothing to do with the media. But she's just informed. She knows that this is my job. This is work. So she's very well informed that this is work. And when I'm out of that work, that's it. It's not like when I come back home, I'm talking with these women. I'm like, no. When I'm at work, I'm working, and that's it. So she's been very like, we cool like that. Like she understands my job, and she understands, and so she's been very instrumental to who I have been in the past 2 years. And so I love you, baby.
Love not giving today. Oh, baby, oh, not die with today. Okay, Dibenja, let me mute you and read a few comments and welcome some people before we continue, okay? Yeah, okay. So we have okay, Riley has been here. Nikki Nash, Esa Stella just joined us. Esa Stella, thank you so much for coming. She said, Queen Mother, I agree to. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for joining. We have Sir Bruno. I think, I don't know if you know him, but Sir Bruno is here. I think he's a blogger, right? He's here. Stella say God went. Stella, no worry, God will send you. Oh no worry, Bima. Me love the go round. It go round. It work and go round the world. You're on the come. Say God went. Okay, let's continue. All right, Pancho, let's move on to the sunglasses. I'll leave that to you because you had some questions about it. So you go ahead and ask Dibenja, about the sunglasses one, and then we'll continue from there. So unmute and then ask him. Let me mute my mic.
What's up with it's done? I think it's done, right? The brand is done.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah, it's
the
done. It's
day.
done.
Hello, can you get me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. With you.
Is it just Dan, or there's something associated to the name Dan?
So it's Dan Sunglasses. So it was created Dan Sunglasses. We rebranded it to Dan Merch, like Dan merchandise that's gonna have a whole lot of things under, not just the sunglasses, but at this moment it's just the sunglasses. So it's Dan Sunglasses.
Okay, is it in if I can say, is it affordable and available to like to the local Cameroonian? You know what I mean? Not just like, because I've actually been seeing this brand a lot on you, on celebrities. I think I've even seen a copy with Glam Queen sometime. I want to know how do you distribute it locally? You know, it's easy to walk around and see people selling glasses, sunglasses, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, how do you do make it available to everyone? Because even me, Sadi for yes, so I would like to get one, you know.
Okay, so Dan, when we started Dan again, guys, again, I'll still go back to Glam Media and Glam Queen herself. Like we started Dan in 2021. That was after I left Biggie. So I was looking for something to start up because I didn't just want to be somebody who just went on the show and came back and is looking for popularity on social media and all that thing. Because I had the popularity before the show and then the show instead destroyed it. So I was looking for something that I could benefit for the small one that was left. So I was thinking about it. So I was asking myself, uh, so I spoke to a couple of people in business, and it was like, what is that you love? So I love presenting, but to set up, I love presenting and content creation, but to set up a whole content creation business, it's millions. It's not cheap. It's not something that you can say, okay, I'll have my 100K or my 200K and start up. You cannot. To have to start a content creator business, unless if you can buy a phone to start with your phone. But if you want to start a full-fledged content creator business, like at that point in my career, I didn't want to go and do using the phone because it was already like 4 5 years. I had done shows. I've been on my major prime. I had done shows in other TV stations, and so I've been on decoded TV. So I've watched do all of these other shows. I could not go back using anything that was like low quality to do it to start a company. So I wanted to start something, and so I discovered that I had fallen in love with glasses. So this was something that I could sell. I could use myself. If I don't have marketing budget, I could sell for myself. So I was looking at something that I could sell for me. I love suits too. I love suits. If you look at most of my pictures are suits. But I was looking at what was suits. I mean, all man is so suit around. You can so anybody can sew suit around. So I was looking at something that it was not around here. That was not like a brand thing around here, and I was comfortable with. So I found out that okay, glasses is something that if you look at my pictures, even before I launched Dan, you will see so much of my pictures are with glasses. Sometimes I'm looking for pictures for red carpet, I don't find them. For flyers, I don't find them because most of my pictures are with glasses. So I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, let me do something out of this. So we launched that in 2020 with 2021 with the help of Glam Queen through Glam Media Foundation. So they helped us, they sowed a seed on our life, and we started the brand in 2021. And so it was very beautiful. The first time we launched that, uh the first week that we launched the pre-sales, everything that we ordered was like 80% sold out. So when the products came in, it was when the products were done for manufacturing, it was like we sold out everything. So I started seeing how the demand was getting high, and I was not in that position to satisfy the demand. So I did not define the market for the brand at that time. It was just for me to put out something for all those who support me. So it was not like a celebrity thing or somebody from the street thing because I have people who support me from every demography, class of the society. So there are people who support me from every class of society that support me. So I was like, I want to give these people to people who support me, who are looking at me. So let me sell something. So and that was the aim of for Dan. And so it was success the first few months. We made a lot of money. Now, but the money that we had, we could not satisfy the demand because once the brand gets getting bigger, you need to do more promotion. You spend more money on promotion. And of course, you need to the way you are the production value, you have to increase the quality of whatever you're producing. So I could not stand that as an individual. I could not. So someone came in, I brought in someone like a partner, and so we he came in, I bought him some money. I appreciate him for that. And so we went in, but I discovered that it was a wrong calculation that we did at that point in time. It was not like the brand the brand did not need that money at that time. It was just us as a new business looking at it like, okay, we need that money at that time, but we did not need that money because that money, some money that they would bring and give you away, you don't actually need that money. It might be your downfalls at some point in time. You don't actually need that money. So, but along the line, I don't want to go into details of that deal, but the deal was a messed up deal. Pardon my language. But right now, where we are right now, we are trying to be established, but we still have products that we're giving out, we're distributing. but we're trying to rebrand everything to make sure that we get back to where we started. Because we discovered that along the line, we're focused more on money and sales. We forgot that Dan was created for a purpose. Dan was created for something that was created for a mission. And so we lost the mission along the line. And we're looking for ourselves, and we're not finding why we created this brand and where we're going to. So the name Dan is my son's names, the initials of my son's names. So it's like Dibenja Ngotto. So those are his three names, Dan. So that's how we created the brand. And so yeah, so presently we have a few stocks available. But we're working on a rebrand. The dry season is coming up, and so we're working on something that's going to come up. It's for everybody. We have glasses from 15,000 to 35,000, but we're looking forward, even at this point in time, as the rebranding is going on, we're looking forward even making glasses as from 5,000 to 35,000. So anybody along the line that supports us will be able to get something from Dan. So from the smallest, the biggest person can get something from Dan, and you know that okay, I'm getting something that is worth my money.
Thank you for saying that. Let me mute you before I give you as that Congo say your name. When I see the Dibenja, so what I say, they say what an adult sits down. You know that quote where they say wait, oh papa or mommy, you should know dance here. Small picky carry Clement or Roko Chino. When he came to me and told me about that, I said, Dibenja, I not tell me. I told him, I said, Dibenja, you just started this thing, take it easy. You understand? I know say normally as a young person, right, who is starting business, you're eager when you see money, investors coming left and right. You want to grow your brand, you want to grow big, so you're anxious, you're eager to take money left and right. But I'm begging anybody that is watching today, this should be a lesson to you. Thank you for sharing, Dibenja. There are things that people say like this entrepreneurship, right? We always come on Glam Media, everything looks glam on the social media, everything looks glamorous. A lot of people don't share the challenges that they go behind. So if you see people like this that are sharing such information with you, you should take it seriously. Anybody who is doing business, it is one step at a time, baby steps. Business doesn't grow overnight. Business is one thing that doesn't grow overnight. You have to plan, you have to strategize. And again, please be careful with investors. People will come to you, they'll see your young brand, your young business that is looking like has a good potential, and they'll be like, let me invest this. They will rip you off. So please, I'm begging you people, be careful with people that you accept investments from when you're starting your small business. Better like a longer be tell you, start some things by yourself. If you have somebody that can give you small capital, you take like that was Small Glam Foundation will give you Adam. You do it if you do start small with time, just do your branding and your promotion, it will grow. So talking about branding, Dibenja is a whole brand on his own. If you see the way he brands the glasses, even everything that he does is like it has extra touch to it. So even me tomorrow, if I want to start sunglasses business, when we started yours, did I even know that you could do all these things that you're doing now? I didn't even know. But when I look at the glasses that you have now versus the ones that we ordered the first time, I'm shocked because you have changed so much. You have changed everything about it. So today, if I want to start my sunglasses business, I know say Dibenja go do my branding because you don't brand self past Coco Chanel, no. Your glasses. I said, you look picture, they said at the shop. Because the way you have changed it, you speak with your manufacturer, you change the designs, you have more designs, you have like even the way you market it and everything is so beautiful. So John knows say in the future, if I want to start glasses business, I'll get to start my glam queen sunshades. I get to come with you because now you go direct me how to go about them because what you're doing with yours is amazing. So I'm really glad that the business is where it is right now. So please, if anybody needs sunglasses, contact Dibenja. He has all kinds of designs. I already show him. And again, we always post it on Glam Media. So I'll share it after this and put it in the comment section. If you need sunglasses, please contact Dibenja. He has some. He's doing the sales. He has some that's on sale right now, so you can get a pair. All right, Dibenja, let's move on to the next thing that you do because they say you be powerhouse. All right, so let's talk about Diaries Africa, right? Let me play a short video about that, or one of the videos of the stuff that you do, and then you tell us more about it, okay? All right.
Asabao.
You didn't call that right. Asabao.
Asabao. I mean, no one can do it better than you.
Yeah.
How has it been over the years? And how do you feel when you walk around and you are being identified and recognized for your work?
It's a great feeling, actually. Brings a lot of satisfaction. I think when I released my second song, Big Dreams, if you listen keenly to the song and its lyrics, you would hear me say I just first of all want self-satisfaction because I do this with some passion. So that is actually something that I meant. I meant every note and every word in that song. And, seeing people not only recognize me for the person that I am, but recognize, the impact that I create and, what I'm able to put into my songs, and tell me it impacts their lives, it encourages them, it gives them hope, it makes them feel better when they are down. That's something that, just, it puts butterflies in my belly each time. I feel so happy, and then I get emotional sometimes when I hear those. And the feeling is great. It's amazing.
Asabao.
Okay, Dibenja. Let me tell you my impression first about your Diaries show, right? Let me mute this so that noise in the background stop. The first thing that gets me every time I see any of your Diaries Africa video is your voice. People who know, like those of us who know you, we know that you have these different voices that you can switch from. Like it depends on the show you're doing and what you're doing at the time, but you have different voices. Some people don't know, but you have different voices that you use for different things that you do. And every time that I get that, this your Diaries Africa voice is my favorite. Ever since I've known you, this is the favorite. I'm always thinking of what can I do that Dibenja will come and speak with his voice, because I really love listening to that voice. It's so soothing. I don't know how you get to change your voice like that. I don't first get me plenty. The one voice I get and the first worry. So I don't even know how people change voices. So the first thing that I'm asking you is tell us about Diaries Africa, how it came about, what is it about what you do, and then how you switch to that voice. Tell us what is it that brings out that voice that you're using in Diaries Africa? Why is it different from all the other voices that you use on all your other shows?
So Diaries, it's a very special project to me, because I feel like in other projects I'm sometimes in a rush to just entertain people, to satisfy based on what people want. Diaries is the show that I decided to take myself off it, but still be on it. So the same way you watch Diaries is the same way I watch Diaries. I want to know people. I want to talk to people, because like sometimes, like I have a lot of people who, when they have stuff going on, they will get to me to talk. Like, can you just talk to me? So growing up, I had one problem. Most girls around me, yeah, they always like to be friends with me. I can talk to them, but they don't want to date me. Look at date me. They don't want to see my talk for them. Me they hear fine. They get for that boyfriend. They can't talk now for me. A shoulder to lean on. So I discovered that it was like that. That is for me. It's like a gift, and it's like something I inherited from my parents. Because I would see it at home, and I would see my parents. People who have so many things in their homes, and they'll come. My parents would be there to intermediate, like intermediaries, to try to solve these problems. Not just not just families, but a whole like big problems that you can imagine. And so I discovered that I started seeing myself in that space. I needed something. I needed to use what I'm doing to be able to get into someone. Like, if you watch diary sessions, it's different from other shows that we're doing. It's on chat center where it's about boss. I don't care about boss on diaries. I don't care about boss on, because for me, it's a platform that I want to just talk to people. And I don't want you to see my face and get distracted. Look at this person who is talking. Do you see that they are also human beings? Do you see that they also have emotions? Like you who sit online and say all these things about them. Do you see that they have emotions? So that voice that you see, when the time that what makes me get into that space, there are two things involved. When I'm very emotional, and when I'm very emotional, can be two. When I'm deep emotional, like I'm down to wanting to know you, or your story touches me, gets to me. When I look at you, before I get to you, before we bring you on Diaries, before we get to call you to come on Diaries, I've seen what you're doing, and your story must have touched me to that point. And so the way I activate that part of me. And secondly, the only time that voice comes is when I'm in love and I'm trying to talk to a female. when I'm trying to talk to a female, that is when that voice can come out. But projects, I will not lie to you guys. Project Diaries is something that we are still working on. But the whole idea is to talk to people and get to really get into their soul, into them. And like you see, we interviewed Asaba. I was asking her, how do you feel? Because I see you with your husband's baby mamas. You guys are cool. Like the way we interact with them, you guys are cool. What kind of person are you? Because people will not want to have friends with the people that their baby daddies, other baby mamas. And he didn't even end up with you. He went on to marry somebody else, and you guys were like lovers. So how do you feel? Are you okay? And you had to do a song with him and your daughter. How did you go through this? Was it easy for you to go through this? I want to understand what kind of person you are. So if you watch the session with Asaba, it's something that I got into her. Like I was like, let's have a conversation. So that is like we're having a conversation, but you focus on that person who is at the spotlight, not me. Just hear the voice and pass and go, but focus on that person who is there. So it did not just start at that. It started by something where last year my team we sat down and I was looking for something. We were trying to create something about Gen Zs, different generations, but we're focusing about Gen Zs. So Diaries was mostly for Gen Zs. So it was like a reality TV thing. So when we started building it, and we're looking for money to go about it the way we wanted it to go about. We got some investors came in, and they were proposing millions, and the conditions that they were trying to bring. I remember what happened to me at Dan, and I was like, once beaten, twice shy. And I told my team, you guys know what? Let's start something ourselves and build this brand. When this brand gets to where it wants to get to, before it gets to where it wants it to get to, we're going to go get money to actualize the actual project. So that is a very big project. What you guys are seeing is just a part of it. And so far, it's been one of our most successful projects in just 1 month. Like what we saw on Diaries is something that we say we spend less on this one, and then we still get more than shows like Chat Center and Eraser will spend millions to produce the entire season. So yeah, that's Diaries.
From what I'm getting,
Yeah.
It's like a little confession room where the artist or the invitee has to open up on some certain topics that are not usually discussed more often, right? Kind of those sensitive ones where they have to speak their mind. I want to ask you, how is there a limit to it? Is there a limit to the questions? Can you touch every domain that are they comfortable accepting you to say everything or to bring out those parts that maybe they don't want us to know?
So far we have not had anybody who limited us on something. So so far all the guests we've had, we don't even give questions. What happens on that is that when I got to anybody, they were like, are you going to send us questions to know what you're going to talk about? I said, no, we're not sending any questions to it. This is a freestyle show. The editing on Diaries is just to brand it, the logo, the soundtrack, and those things up. We don't edit the show. We don't cut anything and join anything. There's everything as I was said on that show. Everything that you saw is what as I was said on the show. We don't edit anything on it. So when they come on set, we tell them it's an unedited show. It's uncensored. It's raw. So I might look at you. The questions are, for example, when we're having Asaba on the show, we could not talk about her record label stuff because it's something that's in process. I heard they're still in court. So I'm looking at, okay, I might want to talk to her and then she gets into trouble for that. I'm not bringing her to come and get her into trouble and then to make people know. I don't want to say, you can't begin talking and say, me and my record level, wait. No, I don't want that. They are still in the process and we're wishing the both parties to solve the problem amicably. And so we're not going to get set into the whole shenanigans that's happening and try to explode the whole thing. No, we kept that out of bounds. we did not talk about the record label thing, but we talked about other things, her music, family, everything about it. So we did not leave anything out. So everything you saw there was everything that she said on the show.
Thank you for that question, Pancho. Thank you, Dibenja. Sometimes I see, especially these days, let me mute you because it's giving that background noise. Especially nowadays, a lot of people are doing talk shows and podcasts. They bring people on their shows, they ask them questions, questions that will set them up, and then the people answer, and then they turn around and write stuff about what they said on the show. And then the media starts attacking the people without even watching the show, just based on what the people that are doing the show. Like, I don't know why people are doing that. I don't think it's right, but who am I to say anything? All I can do is my own show. People come here and I ask them, tell us about yourself, your business, your stuff. I know there are times Pancho and I have discussed about like a guest that will come and they have some type of controversy going on. And I'll tell him that we are not talking about that thing. We are not talking about the drama that they are going on. We are keeping it positive. We are focusing on their work and whatever they are doing, because sometimes people will do stuff like that for views, for their own shows to go popular. But then, are you thinking about that person's career? Are you thinking about that person's mental health? Are you thinking, because not everybody can stand that media, that dragging and all of that on media. So, I mean, I don't know why people do what they do, but everybody has their own this thing. Wait, hold on. Let me unmute you. Sorry, you were mute. Go ahead.
One thing I always tell people is that the media doesn't really owe you anything. It doesn't really owe you to help you fix your thing. So the best solution is that you avoid it by probably when a question is asked to you, you rather avoid not answering the question, because like I've been saying, I said a couple of weeks ago, I said that we are going to organize, maybe we're going to organize how to answer questions on interviews, because you're asking me a question now. If I'm not comfortable, I will not answer you. The media is out to get stories. So when whatever the bloggers or whoever is posting, they're posting because they want those stories. They want, because the media is story. What makes story? What makes headline? And so if they call you on a show, you come on a show, come and ask me that, what happened between you and Glam Media? Why did you leave Glam Media? I will tell you that it's my family business. I don't want to talk about it with you. So I will not answer you. So, but if you come on my show and you give me a set of a clickbait and you fall for it, I'm going to use it for views. I'm going to use it for views. So whosoever is using that thing for their views, I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying we can sit and say that they have conscience, but that's their job. They're also looking for their own money, for their views and everything. So now let the artist or the guest, when you come there, don't fall the prey. Like if they ask you a question, if you're not comfortable with it, if it's not put you in trouble, say it that I'm not answering this question. Most of these shows are recorded shows, are not even live shows. You come for a recorded show. After the show, you can tell the people and say, I beg, this you I talk so. I don't feel okay when I'll put them. And they have the right to respect that. But once you don't say it, if it's a live interview, you cannot stop it. But if it's a recorded show, you can tell them. You can tell them that, please, this particular thing, don't make the cut. And they have the right to respect that. But if it's a live show, it has already gone, you cannot change it. But recorded shows, you cannot stop it. And so if you say something and you don't cut it, and then when you go and post it, you just say that the person is wicked. No, mommy, papa, you are just dumb.
Well, me, I get conscious. So me, I get conscious. I need ask me for the question where they will put them for trouble. So I guess it just depends on the whole the guest can, But me,
I understand Glam Queen. I understand like Glam Queen. I understand her reasons. I know MC's own is looking at it from a professional point of view. But what I noticed was people quote some of these let's say these guests that come for the shows. They look for the controversial parts. Like maybe I just released the song and then I came to your media. I'm there. My first reason being there is to advertise that song or to do publicity around that song. Now, when I come and in the process of you doing that interview, you ask me a controversial question and I kind of open up on that question. You come online, you the media person or the media house, you come and you focus on the fact that I said something controversial without putting no energy on what I came there to promote. Like sometimes someone says something, right? You quote that person, and then you at the end of maybe the caption, you can say to watch the complete interview of what this person said and all of that. Then you kind of leave a link where someone can get a full understanding of what that message or that little part was. But people actually bait, they now bait the guests. It's not like there's some other secret or some other link that from this statement I can go and watch something full. No, it's just about the artist now or baiting the guests. And sometimes I will just see something, and when I finish reading and I'm looking like, okay, where is the complete link for the interview? Let me go and see everything. And I cannot find it because they want us to end on that controversy. They want us to just be discussing around it. And it's not good for maybe what the artist came there for or what the guest came for.
Most of these people work for TV stations. Like if what I've seen, like most of these people work for TV stations. And so, you know, when you work, like it depends on most who are independent producers here. If you look at it basically, independent producers, you know, you hardly see this thing. Now you must see the link. For example, if I drop my interview with CY and Gilbert, I drop a snippet, you will see the link because I have my YouTube channel. I have the right to post the entire content. It's my company product. But now most of these people work for TV stations, and when they work for TV stations, they don't have the right. And so don't come a long way anyone doing anything one time because of relationship. When they work for TV stations, they don't have the right to post the entire content on YouTube. So now what they do is that they go behind and meet the editor. The editor that, you know what, I bet cut me that part way Pancho talks to this so Joey or Stalin and the person contact give me. They go and use it now to build their Facebook pages. That's what happens. So you hardly see the entire link because most of those shows are company-owned shows. They are shows for the TV stations that they work for. They are not independent producers. They don't have their content on their own. So it's content from the TV station. So what you see as you hardly see the link. You don't see the link. You just see as a because the show had passed for TV. They just cut that link and post it.
No, thank you, Dibenja. I really appreciate this conversation because you're a talk show host, you're a TV show host. So you know these are things that we go through on the daily basis. So we are learning from you. You're also giving us tips on things that we can. You've been in the business longer than us. You've been a talk show host, TV show. You have several TV shows, so you know what you're talking about. So we are learning also from you. So thank you so much. I always tell people that our guests come on here. Our goal is not just to showcase them to the world, but we also learn some things from them, and we're also learning from you. So thank you for sharing that. All right, now let's talk about your other TV show, which is hot and popping, the new one. Pancho, let me play the video and then you go ahead and ask him the question about the show. Okay? Yeah. All right, let's go.
Hey everyone, are you ready to find love in the most exciting way possible?
Welcome to our show Swipe or Spark, where sparks fly and connections are made.
My name is MC Dibenja. This is my co-host Marvis and together we are thrilled to take you through this journey to woman.
Whether you're ready for something serious or you're just looking for a fun date, this is a place for you today.
Our show is about blind date, a real twist. You never know who you will meet, what would happen.
Are you single and ready to mingle? We want you to be on the show Swipe or Spark.
Get registered right now. Click the link on the comment section or the description above, depending on where you're watching from, and decide in just a few steps to be part of Swipe or Spark.
The adventure of a lifetime might just be a swipe away.
Are you ready to swipe or spark? See you soon.
Okay. All right, Pancho, go ahead.
I just watch you talking right now, and can you get me now? Yeah. I was saying that you be die actually. You know that's so much eloquence for someone to talk that fast and not make errors. You know, to talk that fast and not make errors. You should be a professional, and I appreciate that. And this one I actually noticed that you are now in front of the camera. The costume to die, that coat for your skin, and what the lady too is wearing, that's actually what put my attention. A very beautiful lady wearing red, and I know that red. When I said this, so now only Valentine's Day kind of thing that come to my head. So like I don't know what what's this other show about? Where did this one come from? It's like your brain is like a clock. It's like it's always thinking about the next thing that you do. Now what's like come out in new one?
So Pancho, this thing will say, I will die. So I must say, boy, live not die. So basically, Swipe or Spark, hosted by Mavis Anna myself. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay, so Swipe or Spark, hosted by Mavis Anna myself, is a show that is brought to you by Check Sense Production. Check Sense Production. If you have watched Half Heaven, the film that has cinema there, it has this guy from Nigeria. This whole ghetto film that was shot in Limbe, Half Heaven. It's on Amazon Prime. So the producer of Half Heaven,
Chidi
the
Mokeme.
producer of Half,
Chidi
yeah,
Mokeme.
Chidi Mokeme. Thank you. So the producer of Half Heaven is the producer of Swipe or Spark, and I'm the line producer. So line producer, my job is to rally all aspect of production. So to hire everybody on the project. So everybody that will shoot the project, everybody that will be on it, edit it and bring to the public. And so and I'm hosting with Mavis Ann. So it's not my company production, but I have a very huge part that I'm doing on it. Almost everybody on the project is being hired by me, and also I'm also the host. So the project we just finished, we just wound up with the shooting of the first season. And so it's like I said I've been in the studio for the whole this week. So we are currently in post production, is going through editing and all that. Trust me, guys, I have not been sleeping because whenever the editor does something, I look at it, I'm telling myself like, this is something that Cameroon has never seen before. I'm scared. Like I'm on my own, right? I'm scared. I'm asking myself like, what will happen after this show drops? I'm asking myself that every day. And what happened to my life or to everybody on this project after the project drops? Mavis is a fantastic talent. She's a fantastic actress. This is the first time she's presenting a show, and you cannot tell that's her first time. She's a very smart person, and so we had a fun time filming this project, and we had people coming to find love. It's a love thing, and I'm happy that my first time of hosting something that's a love thing. I have love in my life. Imagine hosting a show where you don't have love in your own life. Imagine hosting a love show that don't have love in your life. It doesn't make sense. So earlier this year, the producer called me. When she called me, she was like, I have this idea, like these are what I want us to do. I want us to do. So I was asking myself, so you waited all this while for me to get married first? I was like, nice. So the show is coming up. It's going to be huge. A lot that I cannot say right now. It's just to know that it's a show that people come to find love, and people actually find real love, and so it's coming up and it's going to be huge. It's something that is not like the pop the balloon show that people go and pop balloon. No, it's different. People come and go on real dates and have real connections. So it's something that's coming up. It's a whole another level. So that's all I can say for now before I get myself into trouble. If I keep talking, I'll say something I'm supposed to say.
Something I know. Thank you so much. Pancho will register you for that show.
Yeah, I want to ask you something. I want to ask you whether that show we invite people. That this particular show is not a good match. In fact, I'm very much interested in this show. Now, you want to go really interested because I invite you in real life for years. Is this show about? Do you invite people? Is it like you invite people, or you're just trying to connect people, or while you are just the guest handling everything? You invite people
So
on the
one
show.
last thing I'll say about the show is that one last thing I'll say about the show for that question is that it's a show where people apply. Like you hear on that video, we're calling for people to apply. So people apply. We have a team. There's a team of people who have experience in all these things. They pair people randomly. It's a blind date. You don't know who you're coming to meet. Yeah. So blind date. People come, have a date. It's like first experience. They say first experience matters. So you don't know who you're coming to meet. You just come and meet somebody. So that's it. There's a panel of people who are in charge of pairing people together. and they pair them, and then the only time you see the person you're being paired with is the day you guys are shooting. That you're coming to see the person that you're coming to see the person that you're paired with. So if you guys have a connection, good. You don't have a connection, keep searching. Go to your house and keep searching, or you come in the next season.
But we don't want to risk it. I didn't play that kind of chance. I didn't take chance like that. It's so risky.
I said, but you give
But
some
it's
kind of a
interesting
description
though.
of the kind of lady that you want, like the kind girl where you expect them before you come and meet her, right? I hope say maybe they can shop
Yeah,
for you.
that's what they use to pair people. But still, you might give a description of someone that you want, and then your behavior and what you sent is being studied and discovered that in the person you check the person that you want. I need some slave queen. I need some, because it's only for real connection. They want people to meet, like have real connections. In Avocado can run. No, it's supposed to come and have connection that will be proud someday that people left this show and got married. And as I can tell you for sure that there are people that are going to get married. So you will see them.
Yeah, no, I like the concept because honestly, sometimes you might sit in your house and you think that this is the kind of person I want. You make a list of, oh, tall, dark, and handsome, oh, this, that. You meet the opposite, and now the one that way you go fall in love with them. So sometimes this love thing, I always say, no get formula. Anyone way you connect with them, you connect when I go. Truly, because people always end up dating opposite of what they want. So we'll see.
Maybe if you start the show now, where each pair, I don't know, maybe some popular influencers, some popular people, the way they get takes and all that, just for bring attention for the show. I don't know, just an idea. Maybe you pick some one person will be popular online, as them to the share on that one accounts them.
The producer now. If they speak on something, the producer said something at the beginning. So I be getting an idea. You know, say I look at the business. I was looking at the beginning of the business. So okay, you're coming to spend these billions. Why don't we get some people who are popular and bring them on the show and put them in the go the show? Then the show popular. She was very keen what she wanted. I mean, she has a movie, one of the biggest Cameroonian movies of recent in Cameroon. Her issue with this project was not about being celebrities or celebrities. It was like there are people that let me say strange people that you know, let me say people who are coming to do for, like we don't go and scout for anybody. All married for the show apply, say they can the show. People apply and come on the show, come and look for your love. So we don't want that. And so she was clear on it, and then they did the job. They did a very great job, and it was good. It was well done.
If you say this show, some details, you go find for outline and face before people then they meet up. So
yes.
My network.
Yes, of course. Yeah, of course. There's criteria and stuff that you have to meet now. So
when
I like
when show don't finish you again, now I'm going to continue the relationship. You start here say body count and beginner, so that kind of thing. So the family work all that part there too.
I like that. Thank you. Okay, thank you. As when I love things, so I skin the suit for them. But if they say una go get a relationship, una know serious. About una live with. Okay, let's move on to the next thing that Dibenja does. Dibenja does a lot. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. All right, so next, let's talk about this.
So guys, we are done with the first phase. How do I look? I can't wait for you guys to see what Suledno and I put together. Stay tuned.
Dibenja, you won na talk show host, you won a MC, you won a producer, you won a videographer, you won. I mean, I'm like, every day I get to know you more. It's like I don't even know you at all. It's too much. Anyway, before we continue, before you want to tell us about the one with this one, so you owe me a video, this type of video. anytime I see you get to make my own Nyanga video, I don't feel leave them. I must make that thing to make so. You must make my own that video. I don't feel. So you owe me 2 things, and one and dance sunglasses, because my dance sunglasses that you sent, it got missing in the mail. I don't know if Benoit told you. It actually came, but when it came when I was moving, so the box got lost somewhere in delivery. So you owe me dance sunglasses and the kind of video. So this show that I just played is called Glameron. It's done by you. So tell us about that. Like what is it about?
So Glameron. So Glameron, can you hear me? Can you hear me? So Glameron is a show basically about fashion, beauty, glam, all that. So we wanted, because we're trying to represent every.
I'm trying to hold my.
So we're trying to represent every sector of the industry. And so Glameron is something that represents the fashion, the beauty, and the style industry. So we have fashion designers, we have models, we have beauticians, we have like everybody in the beauty sector. So that's the content for them. So we created that. So Glameron is in different places. We profile beauty businesses. We profile beauty businesses, for example, salons. We profile all anything that has to do with the beauty, any business that has to do with the beauty industry. And also on the show, we go behind the scene and see how celebrities get ready for an event. Not only celebrities, we are trying to extend it to people who are getting ready for their wedding. There's glam moment for your wedding. There's a glam moment for your wedding and all that. So we're trying to expand into that aspect. So Glameron is that content. So I started the first time I shot Glameron was in 2021. I think 21 for Kamisha and 22, sorry. And so I did it with first episode with Stephanie Toom and Shasha Designs and that. So this year, Camille, we improved it. We did with Benilian, we did with a couple of people, Hood Kadiri from Nigeria. We did with Mero, the makeup artist. We did with a couple of people. We did with Asaba, Onyama Laura. We did with a couple of other people this year. So we come behind the scenes for you getting ready for an event. We have people who do makeup tips. We have makeup artists give makeup tips on the show. We have barbers give tips on how to have a perfect haircut. So Glameron is about the fashion, beauty, and style industry.
All right, thank you. So I was saying anything glam because I'm part of the glam industry. So
when glam queen, yes, of course.
So glam queen should be on Glameron. I should be featured.
Yeah.
By right. It's my right. So that's why I'm telling you that you owe me a Glameron video.
Like the beauty video that you saw, the beauty videos that we saw from Camille and all that. So that's what I'm saying. That I'm trying to limit the audience know what I do, a lot of things that I do, because I don't want people to get mixed up with a lot of things. Najopo will know me, but what I do. So those glam videos, most of them I shoot them. I shot these videos, edited them myself. But I have an amazing team. So this is a concept. When I'm trying to establish a concept, before I let it be for my team, I try to do it myself, so I can pass the message well on to them that this is what I want us to do. So I have this young man I work with. I have Andy. He's a very creative person. He's a very young creative person that I work with. So he's very creative. I have other people on my team. There's Miren, Simisola. We have a whole creative group of people who sit down, come up with these ideas, and then we do them. If I've been the ideas as a creative director, we see it, we look at it, and then we do it. So Glameron presently now we have done a couple of episodes. I wasn't even the in charge. I just gave the instruction like, okay, Andy, do this, I was there, do this and do that, and then he went and did it. So he now understands the concept, and so he he can do it wherever I am, wherever he wants to do it. If somebody comes up and say, we need you to come and do this thing for us, we send somebody to come and do it, because now I understand it. So when we start a concept, I'm always there foot to foot as a creative director to see that we get everybody on the team understands the concept. So when everybody understands the concept now, I can step back and say, okay, una do 'em.
That's amazing. Let me play the one by Caro. I really like that one. That's the one that got me saying, "Oh my God, Dibenja, I need one of these videos in my life because this one was really amazing." Let me play that one. That one has a sound, so it's going to mute us.
I'm trying to hold my breath and let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough. Never be.
Dibenja, this is, I mean, this particular career. On the other one, them I had to mute it because the sounds that each time I tried to put it, they said it was copyright or that drama. So this career, and I was surprised that the sounds still come out, but this is amazing. I love the details, like from the jewelry, you know, say me I like Nyanga, so anything I see Nyanga for the never caught my attention. So I'm like, I watch that career video, I picture myself as you do my own. It will start from my nails to my jewelry, to my earring, to my, you know the drama. You know the drama.
Now how this one are just for celebrities, or maybe I figure my event and then like maybe
For everybody.
kind I call you can cover that kind of thing.
Yes.
It's for everybody. It's for everybody. You can your event. You get us to come there and do stuff. So it's not just for celebrities. Like I said, even for wedding, the way when the bride to get ready for a wedding, the groom to get ready for a wedding. So all those things, we send a glam team. That's like our glam room team will come there, shoot the video, and do all these things. So it's not just for celebrities.
Thank you, Dibenja. I'm so proud of you. I'm really, I tell you all the time, I'm so proud of you. You do so much. It's amazing to watch you, you know, all the things that you do, how much you've grown. I'm so proud of you. And I know, say one day me and you will meet up, and like I talk, the only two things the way I want I'm a million around my dan glasses and the video. Because any year I meet you, do my only video. So thank you so much for that. Maybe if God help me, I get money, I want to wait, and I'll call you.
I don't wait. I don't get patient again. My patient, all exhaust my patient.
for me, tell me.
They just send us 99 stars on Glam Media.
Okay. Oh my God, thank you so much. Raul said I must see Do Yvonne. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Oh, Fanny doesn't care. Yeah, hi Fanny. Thank you so much for watching.
That is Fanny. I've been noticing that Fanny saying as I just saw Fanny's name here, I knew that she's the one that was saying it. I'm my own person that.
Okay, let me read some comments. Dibenja Stella say, I already know where them they apply. I beg make you send link. I need and Riley want to apply to the show. All right, they will send the link. Stella say, I already know that I'll meet Riley Freeman, whatever, Stella. Riley says, I want real connection. I beg send the link. Okay, Riley will send you the link. Welcome, Fanny. Thank you for joining. Sister, my sis Joyce Folemu is here, my namesake. She says a lot of hearts right there. Dibenja, you're doing too much. So there you go.
Shout out to me. Shout out to me.
MTN has started. MTN has started. But again, only 2 more things they've asked before the show, and so hopefully it will come back.
Shout out to Yvonne. Shout out to Yvonne.
Yvonne. Yeah, though Yvonne is here watching with us. Thank you guys so much for watching. This day has been very. Some person there say it's pedagogic. Beautiful. Thank you. It's pedagogic. I don't know who that is, but I think each of us dropped comment. Nikki Nash, your crush is here dropping all kinds of comments. It's a MC is talented. And Nikki Nash, I'll say I know they for MC. MC is married. Stay with Pancho. Let's focus. You don't start now. Say the MC Dibenja fine. Stay with Pancho. Let's focus.
I don't like that spirit.
You know, do Pancho show.
It's a tutueru.
No, do Pancho show.
Stay with Pancho. The person said, I think I love this show most. I know, right? Dibenja gets so many shows that I don't even know which one he talk about, but all his shows are good. So let's continue. We have 2 more things to talk about, and then we'll end the show so that everybody can rest. Dibenja, you are too much. I'm actually overwhelmed. It's too much material. All right, let's talk about this one. Let me play this one, then you tell us about it, and then one more.
Sometimes I react before thinking, and that got me when I got into the industry. So I had to learn the hard way. You know, anybody who knows me will know that before Steph was like, you know, always involved in one thing or the other, you know, and stuff like that. But as I just, you know, grew through the industry and with time, I understood the industry better. I understood that some people will capitalize on using your weaknesses against you. And when that happens, you know, they use it for their benefit. So I had to take a step back and reevaluate myself and the entire industry, and just decided, you know.
All right, so that is another show that you do. What is this one, and how did it come about? Tell us about this one.
So the show is Tales and Cocktails. So Tales and Cocktails is a show where you have people come sit at the bar. You know, see when alcohol be involved now, people they talk. When people they involved, people they talk. Some kind of sense, yeah. So it's that kind of a situation where we want you to come and sit down and feel free. Nobody listen that you did an interview. You know, supposed to be an interview. You're in a studio. It's just in a bar. So it's a real life bar. It's not like it's a studio set bar. It's a real life bar where we come and sit and then we have a conversation about your career, about your life and all that. So you sip alcohol. I can get you drunk. So people get drunk on the show. So it's it has an age limit that you can get on the show. So I know most alcohol brands is 21 and above. So only small teenagers never come with that. The teenagers cannot come to the show. So it's 21 and above. Where we come and sit, we have a chat and we talk about life, and then we drink our whiskey or champagne or wine, whatever is there. So the show came about in 2023, sorry, where I was having a chat with Cameroonian US based Claudio Oben. He's a producer, he's an entrepreneur, he's a businessman, he's based in the US, Claudio. And so we're having a chat one time about content. So he had a snack. He had something like a lounge. And so Busy Vibe. So he wanted something that would sell the brand. Busy Vibe would sell something that would sell what he sells. So if he wants to invest on the content, he doesn't want to invest in something that is out of that business, that particular business. He wanted something that was around the business. So at that time we're doing Chat Center. So Chat Center had a slot that on Chat Center there's a slot that people drink whiskey. So but when we pitch that, the whole entire show is not focused on whiskey. You can take up that whiskey part from that show, and the show will still be independent. So the whiskey part does not have any use on Chat Center. So it was just there. It's just something that, okay, when you have made somebody angry, you can go and drink whiskey with the person. So that was just it on the show. Just play a game and drink whiskey. So we wanted something that would represent.
I beg. I don't like the kind of thing.
MTN. I think at this point in my life, I'm reevaluating my this show. Yeah, it's too much. Hello.
He's bad.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, I'm back. So can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so we had a conversation, and then so we came out with taking that alcohol part of that show and then starting something different. So we had a conversation, and then so the chat and Tales and Cocktails. It's a production between Ziomatic Pictures of Claudio Oben and the Six Studios Network, which is our own company. So it was shot by Takon Delvis and Priestley Edits and edited by Priestley Edits. So Priestley is somebody. Priestley Edits it's a young Cameroonian brand that does post production, like sound editing and all that, any post production job. So they were in charge of editing Tales and Cocktails. So there was a co-production between the Studios Network and Zematic Pictures. So we did that last year. We did an entire season. It was amazing. And so there are talks. I hear that there are talks for a second season. I just hear behind the scenes that there are talks for a second season. But we did that. It was amazing. We had people come, sit at the bar. We had alcohol. We had fun. We chatted like a big boy thing, big boys and girls thing. Come and sit down, have alcohol and chat. So that's the concept of the show. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I would like to be on that one too. So when man drink alcohol, they talk true. I would like to be on that one too one day, by God's grace. All right, then we have this one, and the last one is the one that you do the, I think, businesses. So let's do this one. This is Chat Center. I think you've talked about it.
The best part of the show, of course, to me is when I have a guest sitting right here with me, and of course, the conversation that I have with the guests. And of course, I know you guys like it too. So of course, today, ladies and gentlemen, my guest, she is a fashion designer, and more than a fashion designer, not a teller, but she is a fashion designer. Guys, welcome my guest for today, Nkafu Solet, the CEO and creative director of Solet Noir. Welcome, Solet. Welcome, Sue. I mean, I was making my hair like that. Like, how are you? I like your outfit. I mean, it's great. You did that, I guess.
Yep.
Now, from Afrik fashion trend right down to Solet Noir, why the change, like, of names, and what's different now this time?
A lot is different. Like a lot of progress has gone on.
Okay.
Way back, like 5 years before.
All right.
I was doing fashion basically just on my talents. Like I just had the passion from.
See, Sulena is a very great designer. She's one of our guests. She's been here before, so I know. Like that's why I cut the interview, because I know like all the stuff that she said there. She told us here, so I just wanted people to see your interview, like what you do with that. So that is Chat Center, right? So how is that going? Is that still because I know that is the one that brought. Let me put a picture on the screen. Don't say nothing about them. Don't mention their names. Let's just put it, and then you just tell us about the show. This is the show that brought this. So we're not going to get into the drama because it was hot. That particular show scattered that particular episode scattered They just told us about the show Chat Center. I just brought that up because that particular episode scattered the internet. So tell us about Chat Center, the show, not the episode, not that episode, the show.
Chat Center, like most of our content that we've been doing. Chat Center is special because it's something. It's our first baby. It's our first baby on the company, on the Studios Network. That's how I started trying myself to become a producer. That's my first ever production job. Chat Center is my first ever production job in 2022 when we started the Studios Network. And so it's very special to us. It consumed a lot of money from us. That show made us to go buy equipment. It made us we're paying a crew. So it's a lot of, it was not easy on us in 2022 to do that show. So it's like a baby to us that we will never let go. But just like every other project that we're doing, Chat Center, it's like we just cemented, we started a foundation. Season 1 of the show was the foundation of it all. Like most of the projects we've been doing. So when we started a company, we gave ourselves like, okay, let's take 3 to 4 years and cement a foundation, and start what, for example, if you want to have a story building of like maybe apartment, you start the foundation, you start the first thing down, and you start the different rooms down. So on those rooms, other things will be falling up and going. So you do a decking and continue. So Chat Center and the other projects I'll be talking about right now is the foundation of our company, and that first phase of the project where every other thing, the different seasons will be foiled on top of it. So Chat Center is, among all these projects, Chat Center is the talk show. So Chat Center
Not again, not again.
can you hear me?
Yes, he went off, but we can hear you now. Right, you overlap program. They put a picture again.
So
Go away. They online. Go find out.
so like I said, Chat Center is like that project that we cemented the foundation of the company and all that. Also, a project and follow on it. It's a talk show. So the initial idea is that that show has a studio. It has a studio audience. It's supposed to have a studio audience. It's supposed to be. It's a talk show. The talk show setting, like we watch talk shows in other countries. You see, even the way the host dressed on the show. The host is dressed on the show. If you look at it, we dress formally and all that. So it's a show like that. It's a talk show where you see it like a presenter, a journalist come sit down and like that, ask questions and all that. So it has debate times, that debate will come up and all of it. So that show started a lot of things, just space that people are benefiting from today. So people will be having conversations and talking about, people will be having that conversation about talking about people to come and debate on 80-20. It's because we had the first ever 80-20 debate in the Camus entertainment space. So we organized that. We had the two people that you saw in that picture. I don't know what we had those two people, and that's one of the most trending.
I know what I mean. Go do video,
So
post that talk
most things are coming to most other platforms are coming to ride on that, and we are proud that we could do something like that. So we're proud that we could do something like that. That show was shot by Zumo Studios at that time when we in Boya. So that's 2 years ago. You see, I joined now. No, I don't married. I don't be the chop fine. So now, so you see, I'm married now. Chop fine. You see my job on common. It's different.
Wow, we are proud of you and your wife.
Now my job on common. So you see, I job flop.
Thank
That
you
time
so
I will
much.
see. I'll be dry.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Now, so even this my Glam Media Talk show, you already know. I already told you my dream with this show, right? It's just that we have to start slow. But this my own problem now. I get out with my own show, na the network. So if God, when I pray, may God hold me, because at some point I'll leave. I mean, I wait till this. It's too stressful. Man, you want to do small show empty and don't interrupt like 100 times. It's so stressful. I might end up moving to the studio too, because that's actually my goal. So hopefully someday, by God's grace, we'll get a studio somewhere. I don't know, maybe America, UK, Cameroon, where we can sit down and talk to our guests face to face and bypass all this drama with the network. So good job, Dibenja. Congratulations on everything you do. I am so proud of you. Again, I keep telling you every day, you make me so proud. I'm so happy that at least I was able to be there for you at a point in your life where you needed somebody, and I was there, and I'm glad that you're not letting me down. So you're making me proud. So thank you so much for the acknowledgement and also for the good work that you keep doing. This is the last one that I'm going to play, and then I'll have you tell us about it, and then we'll say our goodbyes. Okay?
Starting the business is one thing, but running the business years after years, that is to say, sustaining the business, is another. For many small businesses in Cameroon, many of them don't cross the 6 months or 1 year benchmark for so many obvious reasons. There's one young man in the city of Boya who is taking the bull by the horn and braving all the odds, all the challenges to keep his brand afloat year after year. Today on Business Review, we will be visiting Car Ice Cream, a popular ice cream joint in Boya. We started with just one ice cream machine and today owns 2 branches, one at Mayor Street and another at Mile 17. We'll be visiting the annex at Mile 17 to talk to the owner, Kai, on his journey. Join me and let's have some ice cream.
Well, Car Ice Cream is more like an initiative to redefine retail, the narratives and stories about what soft-serve ice cream is, you know.
Pancho, over to you on this one. Because Dibenja don't overwhelm me.
Yeah.
Because Pancho has been to Car Ice Cream, so he can relate.
Yeah, I think it's like now really thing for to say chapeau for Dibenja because I don't know me thing for talk again. Like it's not so much congratulations what I don't give to tell you. Who say come again with this one? Like you don't talk about showbiz, we don't talk love life. We don't go outside now. I see business. What's this one all about? What's this other talk show about? You are you want to say
So I have so this particular project, you can go with entertainment, and you can go with this particular project can go with entertainment. You can go with any part of business, anything that's to do with business, entrepreneurs, and everything. So I did a couple of the first few episodes, and so now I'm even looking for someone to hand over that project to. Like I said, most of the things I have this idea as a creative director. We come together, we try to build them, and then I hand it to someone who can better hold it. Because in the coming years, I will not want to have my voice on so many different shows, or to have my face on so many different shows. I would just want myself, for example, I can hold my chat center, and then I sit on my chat center, and then I'm behind the scenes on other shows. So we're open to get people come work with us, and then we get you handle this one as long as you understand the vision. So business review is just setting up a Saturday. We just go out and check a business out and see what they're doing. If it's an establishment, which part of business, what are you doing? And so we come and check your business out and sell your business out. So this is somehow part of the company that gives us that we make money for now for that one, because for someone to have us come on the business review, you pay us to come to do your business review. We do those things. You come and talk about your business and all that, and then you pay the team. They come and do it for you. So that's just it. It's just about business. We review your business, but now reviewing your business and not just making it be a traditional style. We're trying to make it. We're trying to make that particular show be like we're selling business, but in a modern style. We're selling business, but we're trying to make it creative. So the thing is that over the years, I've surrounded myself with a lot of people who are very creative people, from the Zumo Studios to the Priestley Edits to the Decoded TV to Glam Media, who's here, to everybody I've worked with. I've surrounded myself with a lot of creative people that I am now in the middle whereby I see myself that I've accumulated a lot of ideas over the years. I see that these ideas are overflowing. I'm creating them not just for myself. I'm creating them for people who, in the future, someone will be interested. And I see a lot of young talented people out there who have this talent but don't have the opportunity. If I come across one person, I'll be like, this is your own part. You can handle this one, and let's go together. Let's grow together. So because I had the opportunity where I had people who were beside me who gave me the opportunity to do these things. That's why I'm here. I'm not the most talented. I have people I know very creative people out here who don't have the opportunity that I have. So if I can create opportunities, what we're trying to do at the studios, we say, is creativity for generations. We're trying to create a generational thing where the benefit design say, I know day me day again, I come on me, but other people will be able to take it. So I'm not doing something based on how it suits me. Because if all these shows are not the shows that suit me, and not the shows that will go for me, that will sell me more, me as a Dibenja the face. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for things that would sell people, would sell other things. So that's what we do at the Sisters Network. We create for a generational thing. We don't create for one person. Dibenja is just a talent under the Sisters Network. The Sisters Network is a community that works with other people. So we most of the things we do, we partner with most of the people I've mentioned here. For example, we're partnering with Priestley Edit, we're partnering with Zumo Studios, we're partnering with other people. The that is there, but people behind who are trying to see that we do that. So the same thing that we're trying to do, we're going to create all these ideas and we'll create them. And in the future, when we see people who are interested, we're going to get them on this content.
That's amazing. Good job, Dibenja. Good job. I mean, just like I said, when even this morning when I called you, I told you that I was overwhelmed because when I usually I share stuff on Facebook as I see them. I just scroll through and I share anything that I see. But when I go to your page now, when I went to your page this morning to go get the videos and stuff that I needed for today, I was actually overwhelmed because I saw more than I could even handle. I was like, oh my God, which one do I use? Where do I start from? I had to go back to my notebook and look at my notes and see, so to go back and get the particular videos. So of everything that you have said today, like anybody that, has been watching, or if you didn't watch from the beginning, he's called MC Dibenja. Let me just give a little recap of everything that he does. Based on everything that he's told us today. So he's a professional MC. He covers events like weddings, birthday parties, graduation, anything that you need a professional MC for. You contact Dibenja. He lives in Cameroon. And of course, I think he can travel too. If you can fly him to the US to be your MC at your wedding, well, we're open to that. We are open to that, So he does MCing. He's also a host. I put a host because under host, he's a TV host. He's a talk show host. He's a red carpet host. That's one thing that I haven't told you people about. He's also a red carpet host. So I'm going to end the show with a video of him and doing one of his red carpet gigs. So if you have an event, that you need a red carpet host for, or, you just need somebody to come and spice it up and make things, like MTN. I saw there was an event, even Orange or so, they hired him. He was the MC there and stuff like that. So he does red carpet hosting as well. When he used to work with Glam Media, we had a show called Dibenja Challenges where he would go out and interview talents and businesses. So he does that too. And then he also had remember when we did the one where you also had to go talk to like red carpet, like when they had movie premieres. You remember those ones too? We did stuff like that, yeah. So he's still doing stuff like that. If you have your movie premiere and you need a red carpet host, Dibenja is available for that. And then he also does the show called Diaries Africa, where he interviews. It's all about Gen Zs, but I think there's still other people that can come on there. You just open up and talk to him about your life and stuff like that. That's called Diaries Africa. Then we have the other one is called Swipe or Spark. That is a love show where you go there to find love and romance and anything. But it's a serious show. It's not for fun. It's a very serious show. Even though they have fun there, but when I say serious, I mean like it's not for you to go and find knocking Kanda partner. It's to go and find partner that you get married to eventually. So they do that one with Marvis and it will be airing soon. They're editing it right now. Then he does another show called Glameron, which is him showcasing, the beauty industry and fashion and everything, and how people get ready for events, celebrities, non-celebrities. If you have a wedding and you need somebody to come and do you those beautiful pre-wedding videos and pictures of bride and groom, bridesmaids, getting ready, doing makeup, all those nice things that we see on social media, Dibenja is the person to call. Then he has a show called Chat Center where they actually do a talk show, bring in the guests. You tell them about your business and talent and whatever you're doing, just like we're doing here. But ours is virtual, his is face-to-face. So aside from that, he has another show called Tales and Cocktails. That one, you go there, you drink alcohol, you talk your underbelly. Anything with your belly, you talk up. So I think for the most part, I've covered everything that we've discussed so far. And I don't think I left anything out, right? I'm hoping that I mentioned everything because it's a lot of stuff. So, so I talked about the MC, the red carpet, the Glameron, the Swipe or Spark, Diaries Africa, Chat Center, and then the last one that we talked about was the business show. So that one you have to pay because of everything that we've talked about. All of these things that Dibenja does is to promote our industry, to promote our people. But you didn't hear him talk about anything payment. It's just like us here at Glam Media. We promote people for free. We support people. If you want to give us anything, it's your will. It's out of your pocket. You decide whatever you want to bless us with. But there are some things that people will do, like this one that he's doing a business. He goes out of his way to come and promote your business, do videos and stuff like that. That one, at least you can pay him to do that for you because he's promoting your business, putting it out there, doing videos for you and stuff like that. So there's a limit to everything, He can bring you on the show and you talk about the business and everything, but him coming out to your business, doing videos, editing it, these things take time. So at least our people, and also I don't like for pay, I like free thing them. But one time they too, child support people the way they support, right? That way, all we feel grow. So, Dibenja, Pancho, you have anything closing that you want to say to Dibenja before I end the show with the red carpet video?
You're right.
Before I go,
thank you.
Before Pancho says something, let me just say something.
So I'll say something before you go. I know you're in a hurry right now. So what I wanted to say is like I've seen so many things that you're doing. You see, I was almost trying to ask myself, how do you get to manage this, all of these together, and then handle your own private life that is far from the media, and like all that pressure that comes with all the thoughts that come with thinking about these different shows, handling your own issues, taking care of your family, and all of that. I was about to ask you, like, how would you go about that? But I don't want you to answer because you are succeeding with it. It is moving. I don't want to ask you that. I want to say that if you are here, it is for a particular reason. These ideas are coming up and going. That like you are creating them because your brain doesn't want you to stop. It's because you are meant to be here in the industry. You see, so I just want to say, don't stop. Like, continue putting that energy. Let your brain take you to whatsoever place that it wants to take you. Even if your next show is going to be in space, go up there and do that one.
Pancho,
Thank
network
you,
too.
man. I really
Thank
Yeah,
you,
even
Pancho.
if even if your next show is in space, we'll still be here.
Thank
We'll
you.
still be here to support you
Thank
and to always
you.
and
Yes,
to always
so
stand with you more and much more energy. You told that after a while things became slow for you, hard to review and everything. And I just want anybody that's watching should please support Mark, should, MC Dibenja. I always like to call that MC Mark. I don't know why. Everyone should please put in that energy and let's take him forward. He's the kind of brain that this industry needs right now. Thank you very much.
yeah, Dibenja, give us your closing speech.
thank you. I really appreciate that. So, once more, I want to say a very big thank you to the entire Glam Media family for having me back home. It's like a homecoming show for me. And Pancho, I want to say that you're doing a great job on Glam Media. I mean, to start something, to be at the beginning where something is starting, and then you come and see the people who take over, people who are there now, what they're doing to keep it alive, and making it bigger than anybody could ever imagine. And it's a very great thing for me. It's joy for me that I can sit somewhere. I put it on my CV and say I work at Glam Media, and they go back to check Glam Media. They see Glam Media functional. They see it functional. They see it big. So they don't just hear that it's Glam Media. They actually see it. So what you guys are doing at Glam Media, and I'm happy that like you said, Glam Queen, what you said about your whole talk show. This is been a long time coming. We've been talking about this thing since 2020, and this is you. You're doing it. This is the first step of it, and I know it's bigger than this. You have the big gym and all that. I know you. When me and you want to talk about the gym for this, so people they 2 days straight for cause. And I know that. So I appreciate. I really love you for this. I love the fact that you are doing this and you're not letting anything stop you. I know what you've been through in the past 2 years. I know what you have been through. So to see you sit here and still do your stuff, I really am proud of you, man. I mean, people like you two give me that hope to say, despite everything you've been through in the past 2 years, you are still here pushing. So why would I give up? Why would I not keep pushing? So one thing that I always say, wherever I go to, I say I got the spirit for what I do for my family, for my parents, my dad. My dad never gives up in everything. He's always thinking of another strategy on something. My dad lost his house in 2020. He can't go phone cry. He was born down and everything, but he is the most positive man I've ever seen in my life. Till today, he will still tell you whenever you are stuck somewhere and you feel like it's not going, you want to complain. He will tell you that as long as you are alive, there's hope. Think about something else. So if I'm doing something and it gets stuck somewhere, I'm always going to try my best to do something. And so that comes from my dad a lot. And so I want to appreciate everybody who supports me. I want to appreciate the likes, the shares. I'm somebody. As days are going, I'm trying to. It's remind back because I don't have that time now. Now they understand. Say when you get something really hold you over, they will, with the Facebook read, you hardly deal with the Facebook some kind of ways on time because sometimes I forget I have not post because there's a lot that I'm trying to handle at the same time. And I think that this is the time for me to handle that because I'm still young, I'm still active, I'm healthy, I don't have anything that is disturbing me right now. and my family is not putting me that pressure. My wife is not putting me under some pressure to want to leave it, even though sometimes she tolerates a lot, because you all know that there's a lot doesn't come up from what we do. So imagine taking care of a family, you have kids, you have a wife. So, but she tolerates all of this. That okay, she believes in the dream, and she believes that we are going somewhere, we're building something. And so that's one of the things that if the people around me are not giving up on me, have not said that okay, we're tired, then I should not be tired. I have to keep going. And every other person that has been with me is from day one. Like every other creative person who has been there, from Juan Gumba to Agbo Obed to Priestley Edit or Priestley Under or Priestley Edit. All these people have been there with me. My team, my entire team. And like I said, we have people on the team who are doing their best, not just me. There is Mbonge Miren, Simisola. There is Andy Mulwa, Amazel. There's a lot of people who are behind the scenes who are doing. My wife is like the director who controls the entire running of the entire basic studio. So, and all these people that have been partnering with us to do this thing. So I'm really happy. I'm grateful with everybody. Thank you all so much. And once more, thank you to the Glam Media team for having me here. And to my producer for Swipe or Spark, thank you so much I started this year. I didn't have any plan. I just started doing Diaries, and then she came up with the project. And trust me, it's like one of the biggest projects that we have done so far. So thank you so much to her too for believing in us, for my entire team to come together. Thank you so much to Texans Production for bringing Swipe or Spark and making us a part of the project. And so thank everybody. Swipe or Spark is coming. You guys are going to love it. Don't worry. I promise you that.
Thank you so much, Dibenja. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your amazing life and journey with us. At least, like I said in the beginning, our Glam Media team, our aim, we bring the guests, but we also learn from them. So while we've watched you today, there's a few things that we've picked up from you. Pancho is going to get some glasses, and then, like I said, I'm going to get my video. Whenever I meet you, you do a video for me, and also I also need some Dan glasses. And also we need one for Riley. So if you have any on you that that you can sell, just send me the pictures and then we'll pick some from there. So that way Glam Media can also support the Dan business. We'll patronize you. We'll buy a few pairs, one for me, for Pancho, and one for Riley. Then the last, like I said, we'll end with a video of you doing your red carpet host so that people can see you in action. And please, if anybody is watching or will watch later, follow MC Dibenja on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere that you see it. Just type MC Dibenja. If possible, go to Google. It will take you to all the platforms that he's there, and just follow him on all platforms and call him for anything. Even if we have not discussed anything today and you think that you need help with anything, call him and he will direct you. He will direct you on content creation. He will direct you. He does production too, so he will direct you on all those things. And so, MC Dibenja, thank you so much.
I said that. One last thing. I said that don't assume that I cannot do anything unless you have asked me.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
that's what I say on my daily basis. Okay. Don't assume I can't do anything unless you ask me. If I cannot do it, I know somebody who can do it.
Exactly.
So don't assume unless you ask me.
Also right there.
Yeah, thank you. So thank you guys so much. Let's end with Dibenja's talk show, red carpet video, and then after that, Dibenja, you can drop off because I know you're busy. So let's go.
Welcome to Chawa Hotel Complex right here in Boya, where we are having the Beauty Door 2024 brought to you by Wakot Community Development Association Wakuda. And of course, you've had the battle of the beauticians. We've had Baba Shutdown right here at Kachawa Hotel. Started 2 days ago, and this is the final day. And of course, it's the award night. Who is going to win what? We are here to find out. My name is MC Dibenja, and of course, I'm going to be talking to people right here on the red carpet to get their glitz and glamour, of course, and then get their expectations about tonight's event. Demo from Mosu. I'm going to be right back. So, guys, there's nothing on, so let me hold it for you. You understand? Let me hold it for you. Guys, we are right here with the man himself, the initiator of all this, Mr. Walters Ngale, aka Wakot the Baba. Baba, good evening.
Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Dibenja.
I mean, you look great. You look great. I need to give you a handshake for that. You look great. You do the part. So, how do you feel? Today's the final day after 3 days, and it's a beauty door. So, how do you feel tonight?
I feel so happy. I didn't expect the.
See? Thank you, fam. Thank you guys so much for watching. Dibenja is a whole bag of talent. Mrs. F, I don't be so overwhelmed right from watching his videos before the show and just hearing everything that he's doing now is just so amazing. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you all for being here, always supporting Pancho and I. Pancho, thank you too for showing up. I know so you get your thing the way we gave it do today, but you showed up, so I appreciate you. Pancho, my N. If I call the word now, they feel ban we. If I call the word now, they feel ban this show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to Fanny. Shout out to
thank you, Fanny. She gave us some stars. I think they said she gave us some stars.
Shout out to Yvonne.
Riley, they so Pancho will do now do a Riley. He's always here. Where Riley? Riley, I'll call you, Papa. I guess I'll call you. I'll find some small, nice nimble. The weekend.
Irene Brown, Nikki Nash, Pedagogic, and all those who showed up today
to watch. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Pam. Ma go chop, then drink small wine. I feel kind of tired.
I told you, now so dear showed ever go and drink something or I go chop. Always. Anyway, I like your hair, your hairstyle though. It's so nice.
Thank you. I went to the meeting yesterday. Everybody was surprised to see me because you don't stay one no plan my hair like 5 years. I always wear in a week. So everybody then some people said I look younger. Not true.
Yeah, they don't lie.
Just imagine if I go for that Dibenja Ngotto now, the way I go mix color. No hear me. You know, easy. I go mix. So now my small for Austin Plata. I go last weekend. I was in Austin to visit my friend and her little sister just came from Cameroon. So she's like, "Mommy, sit down. Ma, do your hair." I say, "No, I never plan my hair for long. Okay, excuse me. It took me 24 hours to finally accept. They put me for damn Plata by force. See, and then now like I said, I know if you rest mini.
Mini, you shake a like go best song.
There's the whole and tracker. It's scary, beg me. There's the whole and so. Jesus. You know, so thank you, fam. Thank you. We'll see next weekend. We already have a guest for next weekend, so Ma go prepare the stuff send for you. Thank you, Pancho. Happy Sunday. Go enjoy the rest of your nights.
Happy Sunday to you too.
I know it's 2:00, so my day just start. Ma go chop drink, then go see if you go play life.
And I may even tell you the internet inside serious goes down, inside lockdown from tomorrow. So that we talk so we may even think I'm again with decide them.